Okay, let's see what we can do with this one. Right. You're going to keep it on that. We're going to enlarge it, but we're not going to enlarge it yet. We're going to just wait till we get the original. So let's see how we go. Going to contrast it a bit. Going to make it fairly light. This will be I haven't done one of these for a long time, but I've been collecting them. They look really nifty. Let's see how we go and make this look nifty. Right, let's see what we got. We got here an Aussie fridge magnet, okay, but it says made in China. Oh, the irony. Oh dear. I guess irony can be a very Aussie sort of a thing in a lot of ways. I don't think it's just an Australianism, irony, but irony is a very, well, when you got something that's meant to be an Aussie souvenir and it's made in China, you can't help but think that there's a hint of irony there, you know, that it's meant to be Australian but it's not. It's really funny, but that's the capitalist way, is to make things cheap and nasty, or even if they're good, there would have been a whole lot of slave labour involved in making this, which is really sad, but you just can't escape it. Even electronic items are made in sweatshops. It's like everything is made in sweatshops, pretty much. You can almost bet your bottom dollar, that if it's made in China or some third world country, it would be in a sweatshop. It's like we're railroaded into it by the big pigs, the big capitalist piggies that run the companies. They're so greedy. It's like we don't have much manufacturing here in Australia because the stupid, greedy corporations and companies like this just offshore it. And when it's offshored, we lose jobs and we lose all sorts of shit. That looks quite nice. I think we can work with that. So, you know, we end up paying in the long run for this cheap labour, you know. It's just not fair in this bloody whatever. I just hate this fucking people that just love money. They really piss me off. These people that love money just want to create these nasty ironies that we see so often, and it's just so wrong. And this photocopier would have been made in a sweatshop. It's been made in China, Japan. Well, some of it's in Japan, but the other parts were made in China and Vietnam. So I can't even be guaranteed that this photocopier is free from unethical labour conditions, because they just want to make more money for themselves. And it's just so unfair and mean-spirited that we have to live with this dreadful... Oh, it's just so horrible the way the world has become so ingrained with the love of money, so intoxicated. It's like liquor to these rich people. It's like liquor, like liquor for an alcoholic. It's like liquor for a rich person, the love of money, or should I say money has become a liquor for these people. And they don't care about anything else, like a drunkard. They don't care about what's going on around them and how it's going to offend people. I mean, and basically, yeah, it's like a liquor. They just can't hold it properly. They can't control themselves. It's okay to... Money is necessary in this world, folks. Make no mistakes about that. Money is necessary. You know, I'm not condemning money altogether, but the love of money is basically what I find deeply offensive. It's what I find deeply offensive is the love of money. It's not money per se. It's the love of money. It's a different thing, the love of money. We need money, folks. Make no mistake. We need money. We have to have money. Money is an important tool, and it is a tool, and we must not behave like tools regarding it. So I wonder how big we're going to make this. So we've got to basically be responsible with our money and the way we spend it, the way we got to give more than we take to make this society a fair and equitable one, And one day I'll be designing photocopiers, right? And the fact of the matter is, the labour is going to be on Australian shores. I'm not going to offshore this stuff overseas. I want to do what is right and what is the right thing by our country and by the human race. And I want to make this company, this future photocopier company, an ethical one. I want to build photocopiers that are not only good for the planet, but good for the actual workers. And the workers can get paid a good wage. I don't care if I don't earn quite as much as if I would. If I was to create a sweatshop, I could probably improve my profits probably twofold. But I'd rather cut my profits in half by having workers on our shores being paid a good wage, a really good wage, above the wage that they normally would get paid. I want to pay a really good wage to these workers. I want these workers to really enjoy working in this photocopier factory. I want them to have a good life. I want to pay sick pay. I want to pay holiday pay. I want to make this business the most ethical business there is. I don't care if I only earn half the amount that I potentially could earn if I created a sweatshop overseas. I want to do right by the human race, and I want to do right by the workers, and I want to make sure they get paid generously. I want to be really generous with the payments. So we're not going to have a sweatshop. We're not going to underpay our workers. We're not going to offshore the work. We're going to do it all on our country. The only things that we import regarding this photocopier is things we can't get in Australia. Only the things that we can't get. Everything else will be made in Australia, sourced from Australia suppliers, and the workers are going to be kept in Australia. So we're going to make this truly as close as possible. As I said, there might be some things we can't get from Australia. We're going to try and use recycled materials, and we might have to exhume some e-waste dumps overseas in China and India and ship the shit over to clean up the mess that the corporates have made by dumping e-waste, electronic waste. So we're probably going to import some of the raw materials, recyclable materials, that we want to clean up these countries as well as create opportunities for Aussies. So we want to make this world a clean and green place. So some of the stuff that'll be imported will probably be some of that e-waste that has been dumped in India and China. And this will be good for their future, because we'll be cleaning up the fucking mess that these rich people have left behind. But enough of that. That is really colourful. I'm really happy with this demo. I think now I can really call this quits. Whoops. Yeah, I got one more thing to say. Luigi, I love you, and I look forward to seeing you soon, whenever that'll be. I hope to see you soon, Luigi. Goodbye, I love you.